Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of the United States of America. We are in a recovery state from our days of being absolutely broke. I wonder if we do have a Canadian investment we can make. We do. 86 billion. We just don't have the money. Let's just go ahead and throw down a plant. Yep. So last time we took out Hezbollah with our old Marine divisions and then decidedly upgraded everything to more modern designs. And we can make those even better as we cycle out this Bradley. So we're going to work on our 4th gen variant. The what? The Schwarzkopf? That's crazy. I think you can put heavy machine guns just alone on your APC. That's crazy. I think we want to have the Bushmaster E. If I remember right. Yeah, if you look at the soft attack, that's what we're going to want. Then we're also going to have a coax cannon. We're going to use an unmanned turret. Yep. So we're going to take the unmanned turret rather than this oscillating, because we're going to boost our armor on this. Reloading is going to be with a revolver autoloader. So we should have crazy hardness. Tank mounted SAMs. Where's our... We could do remote weapon stations. There it is. We want modern anti-tank guided missile launchers. We're also going to need an APC module. And this is going to be our IFV. So we're going to call this our 2021 US IFV 1, and we'll give it the... We're just going to call it the we'll call this one Gore. Or no. We'll call this Bush was the first president we were playing. No, we did play as Clinton. We'll go Clinton. We'll call this one the Clinton. We're going to work on all our utility equipment first. I think we're going to go with a medium spread. And then we'll get a gas turbine engine. We'll do 5. I think this battle station is the best item, like equipment here. Yeah, like this gives more anti-air but lowers breakthrough. That's not better. And the radars are good for anti-air. And then we're gonna want like blowout panels. You can actually have explosive react. Yeah, you can have ERA on here. Explosive reactive armor. Or spaced armor. Which gives more breakthrough, it looks like. Well, that would give... No, it gives less breakthrough. What the hell? We'll go with that. Autocannon. We're gonna go with Gen 4. And... we may just go mixed. Well, 17 versus... anti-infantry. Wow, 20 and 20 is pretty solid, but I think 29-16 is hard to beat. Then we're going to go non-explosive reactive. Oh, we can't do non-explosive reactive because it forbids the troop transport. So no, we're not. We're going thermal armor. And we have a 70% reliability, so that's not ideal. We can boost that. We need to boost that. 10% for the ergonomic troop transport doors. So let's go ahead and hit that. So what are we down to? 83? Yeah, it gives us pretty good piercing. Hmm. Yeah, that battle station does lower our reliability. Alright, if I went heavy suspension, still a 10% reduction to reliability. Medium. What do I lose? This gives it 93 reliability, but we lose hardness. We lose a little breakthrough, a little defense. Quite a bit of hardness. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go back up. That should be fine. We'll save the Clinton here. And that's gonna be our new IFV. Which is slaying our rare tech metal situation. Absolutely crushing us. So we're gonna go ahead and start production of that, which is using, I think, our armor manufacturer. So we'll go ahead and get them going. We have 20,000 we have to replace or so, so that's definitely something. We're still doing construction work. We've got fairly large number of investments, so that's okay. What are we sitting at here? This is approaching what we need. I'm gonna go ahead and kick down our investments or our tax rate and pay off everything we can here. Cool. So we are back to 4 stacks. Armenia and Azerbaijan may be coming to a resolution. I didn't read all that, and I'm not going to. And jump in here. Don't have the political lobbying to do anything, so let's go ahead and take our medium lobbying effort. Like we need a replacement agent. We're gonna keep infiltrate. A lot of infiltrates. We can take out some of these Pakistani guys. And this lady and this agent can do the strike. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, cool. And then Iran here. Looks like we cannot justify a war goal anymore. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see. If we send an attaché, yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the current wars. They really have no military. Like, it's really sad that we can't do anything with this. Alright, let's check out our options. We can only withdraw from Afghanistan right now. Well, that stinks. Where would this go? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and deploy the NATO E Brigade. See if we can't rile up some things. And then we're gonna go ahead and build nuclear reactors. All over Iran. Let's see, how close are we? Down to 200. Yeah, all these Marine divisions definitely doing better with their newer tanks, but their organization is terrible. Let's see. General Roberto Miranda. He's an artillery expert. I don't see any naval. A lot of like random things, but air cav and stuff like that. Special operations leaders. Guy has no bonuses. Armored infantry speed, but nothing. And you've got all these guys down there with really small capacities. So let's go ahead and go with this guy. The Ibrahim Ali. He's going to be part of our Marines. We'll move him into our Marine groups. And then they're going to get a fresh regiment or brigade, I don't know, out of our recruitment batch. We're just going to train one. Can't, because that's not part of our main body. Yep. And we're just going to get a fresh Marine group, and that's going to go into his group, and we'll be fine. And this will be the first Marines. Our first Marines. We'll call it first Marines, plural. Second Marines. Third Marines and fourth Marines. All right. Perfect. And that is all under General Eric A. Shinseki. His leadership and organization will take the Marines to new heights, hopefully. So we just completed near future stealth so we can get our wing forms. Which also brings up the F-35 program again. Yeah, we just need representatives. Tons more representatives. I'm gonna bump all these back up. Power plants will be what we finish on. Looks like we've made about 2,000. If we're making 3 a day, right, of the Clennon, 365 days a year, it means we're making about 1,000 a year. That is not good enough. We got a double agent. Could she be a triple agent, though? I always hate spy shit. It's just like the worst scum of the earth. And I'm gonna run a little test right here. So we're gonna mothball all these third gen Bradleys. We're gonna make the Clinton be our primary piece of equipment. And we're gonna put this up to 20 actual troops, and we're gonna do a test on production and productivity. And I'm gonna get a third one to do this. And we're gonna bump that up to 5. Okay, it looks good. Like that. That'll be the perfect test. Like, somehow we're accruing debt here. Anyway, foreign investments in Canada are available if we're down to 11. So 9. There. No nuclear power plants, no renewables. But you know what? Commercialized agriculture could be done. Oil. Those are also terrible. We'll do offices. Right here. Like we can put some nuclear power plants. All right. And then we're going to pay that down. We did go back up over 34 trillion though in debt. That is a noteworthy problem. And like our debt to GDP ratio is 86%. We're still taking under 39 billion in interest payments every cycle, so that's good. Keep lobbying. We need to puppet Iran. Alright, so this is looking a lot better overall. Somehow we don't have enough resources. Oh, we need drones. Um, who do we want to make the Predator drone? And Boeing, Boeing can make things that fall out of the sky, right? So with no people in them. All right, so we're gonna start making Predators. See if that gives us the missing drones we need. Someone gave us an armored division? Is this that Russian? Is that this the brigade? We're just gonna move this into UCOM, and it's just gonna be our main primary force, and we're gonna have them in our Serbia region. Yeah. Unfortunately, world tension has dropped. We will not be able to make war decks. So we'll just have to chill. We get ready to manipulate our elections. And Iran will be getting annexed. All right, let's finish the Keystone Pipeline. Bangladesh. Okay. Tank support drones. Fire support drones. All kinds of drones now. We increased our foreign investment another billion. But Donald is getting us a little bit better. That is a huge amount of debt. Crazy. The efficiency cap is insane. 145. Looks like they are trying to fight back for their autonomy, but we're not going to let them. The Donald will not let it happen. Turkey, yeah. Where's our great power thing? Our lobbying finished, that's what it did. Oh, look at that, we finished hypersonics. Crazy work. And take out a bigger loan. Yeah, we're not going up to 35. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. There we go. And let's take military intel, because that's gonna help our damage for units overall. Oh, and then we need to look at... Yep, looks like getting those drones allowed us to fulfill the conditions for this. 26th of May, so like 3 days. All right, so what are we doing here? Removes youth radicalization. Oh, so we're basically bumping the radicalization. Yeah, we're Trump. We deny everything. All right, so Serbian Liberation Army is justifying war against us. Okay, so we cleared one high value target. Oh, I gotta end this. Thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode. We'll continue hunting high value targets. Take care.